Hello, today we will be introducing our project draft. We decided to do a hypothetical, and it will be about opening up a new branch of the Chicago Youth Outreach Services. Our project team consists of me, Camille Naumovich, Ellen Deasy, Lisa Jones, and Ian Schaefer. So with any project, you need to start off with a project charter. The mission and purpose of our project is that the project's goal is to find and lease a building that will house a new branch of the Chicago Youth Outreach Services. This new branch will provide a space for at-risk Chicago youth to take part in extracurricular activities. This location will also provide counseling of all degrees for the youth. A project description and project product. This project will create a safe space for at-risk youth to congregate and receive assistance and guidance. At a high level, the project will be broken down into sub-projects. The high-level deliverables of these sub-projects will be funding, a pragmatic location, a secured building lease, a designed, equipped, and furnished space, and lastly, staff. Continuing on with the project charter, we're going to be going over the objectives. And the objective of this project is to create a youth outreach center whose costs will stay within the allocated funds provided by either the state or federal government. Fundraising via crowdfunding and corporate sponsors is also on the table. And the three goals that will allow the project to stay within budget are number one, secure proper funding from either state or federal government. Number two would be finding a suitable building that will fit the budget. And three would be staffing the branch within budget. So you're probably wondering, do we really need a new branch for the Chicago Youth Outreach Services? And we think we do, and we believe that this project should be initiated because there's a large number of Chicago youth that are in need of youth outreach. The sole purpose of the Youth Outreach Services is to help these at-risk youth and to guide them towards a bright and fulfilling future. And this probably goes without saying, but by investing in our youth, we will secure not only their futures, but also Chicago's future as a whole. Okay, so the milestones for our project will be number one, developing a proposal for funding. Number two will be setting up meetings with city, state, and or federal representatives. Number three will be to actually secure the funding. Number four will be to complete the research to determine the most underserved area. And after we locate that area, we could locate a suitable building for the new branch. Once we find this building, we need to secure the lease, and then we need to design the floor plan of the new building. Following that, we will furnish the location, set up the computers and the internet. And lastly, we will conduct employee interviews. We will determine, who's qualified and then hire the staff. And to top it all off, we will be having a grand opening. Okay, moving on to budget. Our estimated labor is 20,000. Our estimated materials is 10,000. Our estimated contractors is 5,000. Our estimated equipment and facilities will be 120,000. Our estimated travel will be 5,000, and this will sum up to a total estimated cost of $160,000. Our user acceptance criteria will be the minimum success criteria as defined by our key stakeholders will be an operable youth outreach center. The project quality will be monitored and measured by reaching milestones on time and on budget. Okay, now we're moving along to high-level project assumptions. Our first assumption is that city, state, and or federal representatives will review the project proposal. Number two is that adequate funding will be allocated for this project. Number three is that research will determine an optimal location for the new branch. Number four is an adequate building will be found and leased. Number five, the new space will need minimum reconfiguration. Number six, Furniture vendors will provide everything required at a reasonable cost. And number 7, qualified candidates will be hired. So we identified 7 major risks for this project. The first risk is that proper funding will not be allocated for this project. The second one is that there might be legal disputes with the property owners. Number 3 is that the lease is terminated. Number 4 is that there is a lack of qualified employees during the hiring process. Number 5 is that the vendor is unable to provide furniture. Number 6 is that computers and related service do not serve the branch requirements. And number 7 is that the researched optimal location is not valid. Okay, so that wraps up our project charter, and now we're going to go into a little bit more detail in our project scope statement. I will be skipping ahead on certain sections because they were directly copied from our project charter. So for those who are interested, we will include a page view of both our project charter and our scope statement at the end of this presentation. So let's get into it. The purpose of our project is to open up a new branch of the Chicago Youth Outreach Service. The project will be broken down into 5 sub-projects. The sub-projects are: number 1, funding. The project team will develop a proposal and will reach out to city, state, and/or federal representatives. After said officials respond, meetings will be set up either in person or via teleconferencing. Selling the project will be a crucial step so as to maximize the amount of money available. A fundraiser will also be enacted through a crowdfunding website. We will attempt to reach out to corporate sponsors as well. Number 2, determining location. The project team will conduct research to determine what would be an optimal location for the new branch. This research will include reaching out to Chicago officials and the Census Bureau to obtain the required statistics for determining this location. Number 3, leasing the building. Once an optimal location is determined, the project team will locate a suitable building that will house the new branch. This new location will need to meet safety requirements, provide handicap access, provide proper bathrooms, and provide adequate access to electricity and internet. It is also crucial that this building is in good standing in terms of condition and property ownership. The team will then negotiate the lease with the property owner. Number 4, design, equip, and furnish the space. When the building is leased, the project team will hire outside contractors to design, equip, and furnish the space. The design of the floor plan is a critical step and will require the input of both the contractor and also the project team. Once a floor plan is approved, the furniture and technical equipment can be ordered. The last step is to move in all the furniture and equipment and figure out the logistics in regards to IT requirements. Number 5, hiring staff. The last step in this project will be staffing the new branch. This will require asking a representative from the customer to collaborate with the project management team. Since youth counselors need to meet certain criteria, it is crucial that there is a vetting process. The project management team will also hire contractors to conduct background screens and drug tests on all incoming hires.